You know, I was really never into cars at all. In fact, I drive just about anything. It was just point A to point B. And then it was about 12 years ago, 11, 12 years ago, Bill Kazera, and Melissa, who are dear friends of ours, were getting married, and they had an event over in Nice. And as part of that event, Bill rented 25 classic cars.
Yeah, so I first became friends with Al. We were introduced by a mutual friend, Joe Anderson, and we were actually on a hunting trip together, and I had the chance to sit in the blind with Al and get to know Al. It was clear that we both had very similar challenges, but we just were working in two different industries with different customers and of course, a whole different variety of different dynamics.
And so we came back, and I went out within probably a month and bought my first classic car. And then, you know, we've continued to collect ever since, and we've gotten into, you know, going out on the racetrack and collecting a variety of different cars. And it's a pretty eclectic collection in that it's old cars, it's new cars, it's big cars, it's small cars, it's race cars, it's a little bit of everything.
I was judging at the Greenwich Concours in 2022, and the fabulous Hudson Hornet was being inducted into the Hagerty Historic Vehicle Association Library of Congress program that they had set up. And so it was the 31st vehicle that was being inducted into this program. And I was at the Greenwich Concours, and I saw the Hudson Hornet, and I saw Al and McKeel and soon Hagerty pull the cover off the Hudson Hornet down on the water, and I thought, oh, that's amazing, right? It's a beautiful car. And didn't really think much of it in the moment. And a couple weeks later, I was at Northville Cars and Coffee, which was an event that I used to host in downtown Northville, and in comes the fabulous Hudson Hornet. And I remember thinking to myself as the car pulled in, I was like, wow, that's really cool, but that's probably just a reproduction, right? And I kept walking around like it was nothing, right? And my dad came up to me and was like, that's the guy from Connecticut. And so, you know, I walked over and obviously I introduced myself and welcomed him to the event and thanked him for coming. And I was kind of in that moment that a really good relationship was formed. And from there, we've been able to do a lot of really cool things together. So
I do love to see the cars get out of the garage, and that's why when I met the guys from the Northville Concours and I saw all these young men and women who were passionate about cars and car collecting, I thought this is a great opportunity to get these cars out on the road, see that they're, you know, driven a little bit, and I love to see the cars get out and get exercise.
We're really honored to have Al and Eva with us as our Collectors of the Year, and we can't wait to present their snippet of their collection to our guests at Concours 2025 on July 13th.